It's a pleasure to see...
Sorry for the wait, Conroe.
You're too kind, Executor. I'm just following Master Yu's request.
Tianzhong Pavilion?
Yes. The Tianzhong Pavilion is where timestamps and similar technological products are... Thanks to Tianzhong Pavilion, the timestamp system is able... However, to activate the timestamps, the infinite sundial must harness feet... If the lifeblood were to be exhausted, the consequences would be catastrophic. Feng Shui Tower was established to handle the power crisis of the infinite sundial. And the reason I made the trip to Vera through the Celestial Gate was to... Luckily, the trip...
Fruitful.
Marzoid ore, the main energy source in Inners, upon receiving permission from the authorities in Vera. I gather now that Master Yu is assembling us and Madame Huang to meet at Tianzhong Pavilion.
It must be good news, right?
I certainly hope so.
Since these are all supplies, you should keep them.
We're now approaching Joltville. It's home to the largest lifeblood in Domain 9, and also the junction for all lifeblood across the domain. Serving as Domain 9's administrative center and the research and production hub for timestamp technology. It is essentially the heart of Domain 9. Dungong focuses on exploring and assimilating information from the Black Jade ruins, laying the groundwork for the timestamp technology in Domain 9. These technologies are passed on to Tianzhong Pavilion to be materialized. This, essentially, is how our timestamps came to be.
Oh, I understand now.
Lord Conroe, With the darkness lurking, Longjin Pavilion has detected a significant surge in the dark.
Thank you for the heads up. Tianjiang Pavilion facilitates the distribution of timestamp technology through the Tianhe Bazaar, creating a timestamp network throughout Domain 9. The major field energy reactor, the Infinite Sundial, is built at the junction of Lifeblood. It extracts field energy from all over the domain to power the entire timestamp system. Acting as the backbone of the timestamp system, the Infinite Sundial extracts field energy from all over the domain to power the entire timestamp system. Zhengong, Tianjiang Pavilion, and the Infinite Sundial are the most important facilities in Joltville. But this is just a glimpse of their functions. We'll be seeing the full scope of Tianjiang Pavilion shortly. There's noticeably less darkness activity in—
Lord Conroe, we've just identified the source of the darkness activity. The abnormal space-time fluctuations of the Serene Valley outpost we're evacuating the residents in the danger zones as per Madame Huang's instructions, but there's still residual darkness.
Will do.
Lord Conroe, and our honored guests from the Madame Huang has sent me here to handle the darkness.
So we'll...
It's been a while now. Please, follow me.
I'm Huang, head of Tianjiang Pavilion.
Madam Qinglong.
Keep up! I don't have time to stand around waiting for you.
Let's go then.
Oh, Fuli, make sure you keep a close eye on Dragonpool. The darkness might be up to something there again.
Understood. I'll make... Now that we've arrived at Tianzhong, Madame Huang still has a lot of official bid.
Okay, thanks.
Hey there, you two.
Did the doctor not come?
The doctor has uncovered something new at the Black Jade Ruins in Marshville, and is tied up there. Don't worry, I'll relay everything to her. For instance, the first topic. The executor expressed concern about the doctor's absence, and promptly offered to assist.
We're all here, Master.
Well, let's get straight. I believe you're already aware of the topic of this meeting. It appears that we...
I'm Neo, a researcher at Tianzhong Pavilion. The timestamp system relies on the power generated from the infinite sundial. The loss of the functionality of the infinite sundial equates to a decline in timestamp efficiency. The consequences of this would be severe. Our battle... We've been continuously researching for ways to replenish Domain 9's field energy. Please look. We have conducted a detailed analysis and we finally discovered that the energy extracted from Marsoid ore, using this type of energy, the times...
Could it be that Marsoid ore and lifeblood are the same?
It's too early to say for certain, but one thing we do know. In conclusion, Vera's Mars...
We have already shared these findings with the authorities in Vera. We've also submitted a request to Archon Larson, hoping that Vera...
Assuming Vera can provide a sufficient amount of Marsoid ore...
This is very important. We need to return to Vera and...
I trust that your insights and first-hand experiences could be of great assistance.
The crime scene is in a busy area. Even at night, there are still many people around. The criminal would have had to survey the place ahead of time to avoid being seen. So we need to check the recent surveillance footage nearby. Yep. Case summary. The downtown theft case has been resolved. All physical evidence has been collected, and the chain of evidence is clear and complete. Since the culprit is non-human, it is recommended that the owner enforce strict discipline and confine the culprit for 1 day.
Archon Larson? Ms. Lyra?
Thank you for your hard work. Master...
Based on our recent observations, we've noticed that abyss currents occur quite often in Domain 9, and the disasters caused by gray space entities are extremely severe. We've also seen quite a few Grace...
Could those be the ones that have...
They likely responded to the Hive Mothers personally. I think there's a strong possibility that the Hive Mother is... Dr. Rubilia noticed a peculiar blackstone ruin, and I believe she will bring us more insights.
Shirley and I also made some discoveries regarding... There is a powerful gray space entity being held captive within Ignisville's blood. The situation has been resolved, but at a cost. If the lifeblood is depleted, the gray space and without the support of timestamps...
Indeed. Inspired by Domain 9.
That is right, Archon Larson. After restarting the investigation of we have narrowed down why the energy contained within just as the Executor said, there are blackstone... It's not surprising that Domain 9... Unfortunately, after thoroughly analyzing the data we are not completely out of options. The energy that provides the timestamps, should Domain 9 be able to construct its own Of course, this also comes with risks. Master Yu is... Anyway, Domain 9 is considering this. However, this is based on the assumption that Domain...
How can we know for sure?
District 7's application of Omnium Tech...
I'll get in touch with Archon Elric and Master. You've done a great job exploring Domain 9.
We're glad to be of help.
Now then, Miss Shirley and the Executor. In terms of other partnerships with Domain 9...
It's finally my turn to go to Meroria? The popular magic-themed masterpieces and the hyper-real...
You'll need to touch bases with Miss Lyra in Meroria, then make your way to Domain 9.
I suppose that could work.
Executor Miss Shirley, allow me to introduce you. This is Brevi, a Tower of Fantasy engineer.
Hello there. I'm usually cooped up at home, but even I have heard about you two.
We have already reached an agreement with Domain 9. Once we confirm that Domain 9 can harness Omnium radiation from Mara, Brevi is set to accompany if the optimal solution for Domain 9 to obtain even though the construction of the Tower of Fantasy has been...
But at this point, we've run into a roadblock that we...
Hopefully, our understanding of Omnium can assist venturing to Domain 9 to investigate the possibility...
Bleep, bleep. Hycrosis' current technology is more than capable...
Bleep? Bleep? Is that...
She says it's her special notification sound.
Huh?
Don't worry, Teach. I'll be careful with these, uncommon phrases. Rest assured, I'll uphold the...
I'm sure you'll handle it Don't worry about your projects here. I'll have... In addition, an executor will be appointed to go with you for your safety.
Anything? Well... I would like... Also, can I choose my own...
Considering she might still be on a mission, it might...
And no matter who I pick, I believe I can get along well with the exec...
Wouldn't that just burden them with it?
What do you guys think? Don't worry about it. Just...
Keeping the team lean. That's not a bad idea. While you're on your mission, Could you also keep an eye out for this inexperienced...
I can take care of myself even if Yanunu is not around.
Oh, well then.
Case summary. The downtown theft case has been resolved. All physical evidence has been collected, and the chain of evidence is clear and complete. Since the culprit is non-human, it is recommended that the owner enforce strict discipline and confine the culprit for 1 day. According to the report, apart from the victim, no other footprints were found at the scene. Wait, there's a cat's paw prints too. Could the culprit be a cat? I should look into this. The crime scene is in a busy area. Even at night, there are still many people around. The criminal would have had to survey the place ahead of time to avoid being seen. So we need to check the recent surveillance footage nearby. Yep. According to the report, apart from the victim, no other footprints were found at the scene. Wait, there's a cat's paw prints too. Could the culprit be a cat? I should look into this. According to the report, apart from the victim, no other footprints were found at the scene. Wait, there's a cat's paw prints too. Could the culprit be a cat? I should look into this. According to the report, apart from the victim, no other footprints were found at the scene. Wait, there's a cat's paw prints too. Could the culprit be a cat? I should look into this. The crime scene is in a busy area. Even at night, there are still many people around. The criminal would have had to survey the place ahead of time.
Oh.
How do you feel?
Perhaps traversing through space-time barriers all in one go. My sight is growing ever dimmer and
We'll get you to a place to rest.
that's the scene I had imagined, but it turned out to be...
Huh?
Bleep bleep. Thank you. I've done some last-minute cramming. This trip has been surprisingly uneventful. There's no opportunity to put those survival skills Yanu, like how to survive in the wilderness with no signs of civilization. I seem to be doing fine adapting to the... Making the bed and doing laundry isn't my strong suit.
I think that shouldn't be an...
Okay. Now that we're here, this is a rare hands-on exam. If my teacher thinks that I'm the type...